Welcome back to Design Bundle's YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal. Today I'm going to show you guys how to layer HTV on an apron. So I've got a super nice apron here. This is pink. I found it at 143 Vinyl. I'll have it linked down below for you guys, as well as another one I found on Amazon in case you guys want to get one over there. So I found this really cute design. So let's go ahead and weed it out. I've already cut everything out. I used my Cricut Explorer 3 for this project. So let's go ahead and start weeding. So this is going to be 4 different colors. And I've already set my Cricut Easypress. We're going to be using the bigger one today. I have it set at 310 for around 15 seconds. You can definitely just use Cricut's heat guide, and this is going to help you guys find that perfect, temperature for your project. For this black here, this is Caesar's Easy Weed. So I'm just going to go ahead and zoom through here and get all of these pieces out. So you guys let me know down below, what projects are you guys working on this holiday season? Do you guys have anything that you have on your crafting Christmas list? If you do, I definitely want to know down below. Are you guys requesting a new Cricut silhouette? Are you getting a heat press, a Cricut Easypress, mug press maybe? Maybe even stocking up with a gift card to get some HTV. Let me know. I definitely want to find out what you guys are getting this holiday season. All right, so here's our first layer. So now we're going to move on to the white. This one here is Cricut's White Everyday Iron-On. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Cricut Bright Pad Go. Now you guys can't see through camera, but in person, you guys can see right where these cut lines are, and it does truly help. So especially with this white, sometimes it's super hard to tell where we are weeding. So it just comes in handy. Here's our white layer. So this is going to go on here, just like so. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and weed out my remaining pieces. This one here is going to be super easy because it's the chocolate chip pieces. This is using the new colors from Caesar, and I'll try to have those linked down below for you guys, but how pretty is this? So gorgeous, especially on top of the little cookie, gonna be cute. So let's go ahead and weed out our last piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one right here. Now this would be a great gift to give somebody or even make for yourself, or even another great item to sell. Here's our final piece. As you guys can see, our super cute gingerbread man, as well as our cookies. Now I do believe I need to cut the cookies and the gingerbread man in half over here because I just cut them out on the same piece to save material, but they're actually, one's gonna be over here and one's gonna be up at the top. All right, so let's go ahead and bring down our apron and get it ready to go. Today I'm gonna be using my 14 by 14 Cricut pad as well as my bigger Cricut Easypress, 310 for 15 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ready to go. So I want my design to be right in here. You could also design the pocket on this thing, but I really think the pink is super cute. All right, first thing we want to do is remove any sort of moisture and smooth everything out. Another thing we want to pay attention to is to make sure we're not, going on top of any sort of seams. So this press is going to fit perfectly in between here. If not, you definitely would want to use a pressing pillow. So let's go ahead and line up our design. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take my first layer here, and I'm going to make sure, because these two, I'll probably keep them together just to kind of figure out about where I'm wanting this to go. So I'm thinking something about right here looks good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that down. I'll peel off the white, so I know everything's going to line up nicely. And now we're ready to press our first layer. So we're just going to go ahead and press it. We just need to do a tack down layer for around 2 to 5 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and just tack this down, and then we can peel it hot. So I'm going to go ahead and slowly peel at an angle. Now, this is our biggest piece, so I'm going to keep it because I'm going to continue to use it while I layer to protect our other HTV. For our next layer, we've got this white right here, so we're just going to go ahead and line everything up. So I think this looks good right about here. So now we're going to go ahead and apply this piece here to protect any remaining pieces that are not covered. And then we are going to press one more time. So we're going to press again for around, 2 to 5 seconds. Now with the Cricut brand, I have found that in between layers, I do need to let it cool down for just a second. So what I like to do is just kind of remove my mat here. I'll flip this guy upside down on my granite countertop just to kind of cool it down a little bit. So this is just with the Cricut brand, and it's only whenever you're doing a tack down layer. So don't feel that you need to press again. If it's starting to come up with you, you just need to let it dry down a little bit. So now we are ready to slowly peel this up. So when I first went to pull this, because it was too hot, it actually was coming up with me. But if I would have applied more heat, that would not have been good. We just needed to let it cool down a little bit more. Looking cute so far, right? So we're ready for our last pieces. So we've got about 2 more presses left. We're gonna get our gingerbread down, which is gonna go right over here in this corner. Just like so. And then we're going to get our cookies down right here. All right. We're going to cover everything back up, and I'm going to press again. So I'm just going to press those pieces that need to be pressed. So we need to press the 2 pieces, the gingerbread and the cookie, for around 5 seconds. So everything else is Caesar brand except for that white. So it will be a hot peel. So you guys can see we can peel it right away. All right. And we are ready for our last layer. So I'm just going to go ahead and line this up just like so. Cover everything back up with our big one, and you may need to kind of rotate it a little bit to make sure it's going to fit. If your big piece does not cover everything, bring back in a few small pieces and cover up what you need to. So let's go ahead and press it one more time. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and lift that up. As you guys can see, I did the full 15 seconds this time. It was our final press. Once again, I'm using Caesar Easy Weed, so we can go ahead and peel nice and hot, just like so. Now what I like to do with my Cricut Easypress sometimes is take a piece of parchment paper, since there are several different layers, and then I'll press one more time for around, 3 seconds or so, just to kind of give it a nice, even, smooth layer, and then go ahead and remove that, just like so. Now another thing that the Cricut Easypress does recommend is you flip it over and press one more time for 15 seconds. If you were using a heat press, you definitely would not need to do this step. And just like that, you guys have your very own Christmas apron. So it's super duper easy to make these. Like I said, think outside of the box whenever it comes to the color of apron you choose. Don't just go for the white ones. Definitely think outside the box and do, your pinks, your reds. You have green aprons, black ones. You could definitely do different colors on here to make that pop on there. Lots of different ideas. Another thing you could do is definitely personalize this with somebody's name, or you could do your design down here as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.